January of last year, I had originally intended to make this video when Saviors was released, but ranking it was so hard because I'm used to ranking things that I've listened to for years. Where it was new, it was just so difficult for me. First days, then weeks, then months went by, and the video still wasn't done. So I just put it away, put it in my saves, and So here we are, almost a year and a half later, and the deluxe edition of Saviors has finally released. So I decided I'm going to pull out and dust off this video. First things first, I'm going to say a little bit of how I feel about the album. So I've listened to Green Day for probably my whole life, honestly. They've been making music longer than I've been alive. But over the last year, I've listened to the album quite a lot. And there is a couple songs that I just don't like, and I'll just skip when they come on in my mix. So let's get into that right about now. So starting off here at track number 23 is Living in the 20s. I skip this song almost every single time it comes on. I just don't like it. I don't get it. I don't get the vibe. It's not for me. I mean, I just think it's bad. And it is the only song that I just won't listen to realistically. The other ones from here on out, the other 22, I'll listen to. I mean, sometimes sure I'll skip a couple of the next ones, but this one I never listen to it. Absolutely never. And that doesn't mean I haven't given it a shot. I've tried listening to it and enjoying it. It's just But let's move on to spot number 22. At number 2, we have 1981. Now, this is one I don't skip it all the time. I don't mind it at all. So it's realistically just the 20s that I just don't like, okay? I won't mention it again. I might mention it again. Anyways, 1981. This is the first song off of Saviors I heard in the wild, which I was actually surprised by. Because prior to this, I hadn't heard a new Green Day song in the wild in years. In many years. And it's a good song. Absolutely. It's a really good song. But there is some really great songs on this album. And this just isn't one of those. But I get why people would listen to it as probably some people's favorite. It's a good song. And next at spot 21, we have Bobby Socks. And when I originally ranked this album, this was at the bottom. But it's bumped up now because I love the beat. It's a hard vibe. I just hate the repetition of, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yada, yada, yada. It's the same jargon over and over again. And I love the verses on it. It's just, I don't think it's a good hook. It's just, for me, it's just not a good hook. And the fact upon the original release that this had its own music video, I was a little upset because I didn't vibe. I just know, not for me. At spot number 20, we have Corvette Summer. And when I was listening through this album, I think the second time, I was on a car ride with my buddy George. And this was his favorite, right? It just has a different feel than the rest of the albums. Now, he's not a really big Green Day fan. He was years ago, but, his taste in music has changed. But I really enjoy the song. It's a great song. It doesn't feel very Green Day, but it's a great song to listen to, on a drive. At spot number 19, we have Coma City. Now, I don't really have a lot to say about this, if anything really at all. Originally, it was lower, but I just enjoy listening to it. There's nothing remarkable about There's nothing that remarkable about the song, but it doesn't mean it's a bad song. It's just one of those you bop to, which is, most pop music. At 18, we have our first Deluxe album song, Smash It Like Belushi. It's another one that's not that remarkable, along with Coma City. It's very okay. I don't get it. I don't know what was going through Billy's mind when he wrote it, assuming he's the one that wrote it. I don't know the whole Green Day songwriting vibe. Sorry to say. But in a couple months, I actually see this one going down on the list, right? It released as a single before the release of the album, and I don't know why. It didn't get me excited for the next couple tracks that were coming. But a couple of them really surprised me, which we'll get to later. Because next, at spot 17, we're headed back to the original track listing. We have our title track, Saviors. Now, more common than not, the title track of an album is never the hit from the album. And in many albums I've listened to over the years, it's been one of the worst songs. But we're not talking about those albums. We're talking about Saviors. And Saviors on Saviors is pretty good. Very structural, very there. And it fits the vibe of the album. You know, I sure hope it would. And that's realistically all I can say about that one. Here in the middle, there's not a lot you can say other than this is where it is on the list. At 16 resides One-Eyed Bastard. Now, I enjoy the song. It's very mid. But one thing that kind of irked me is when the original animated music video came out. I mean, with the Deluxe, the actual, like, live music video, whatever you want to call it, live action music video came out. But originally, the animated version came out, and it really seemed like before uploading, Mickey Mouse, or the original, like Steamboat Willie, entered public domain. So it really looks like they finished the music video, then that happened. So they just added Mickey Mouse to add Mickey Mouse. Which at the time really irked me. Like it's just like, why? It didn't make sense to me. But now that some time has passed, I think it's really funny. You know, it's just one of those things. Now we're getting into the songs that I'll listen to anytime. Right? It doesn't matter when it comes on, I'll vibe with it. Right? So here at number 15, we have The American Dream Is Killing Me, the first single from the album. And it really did get me excited for the album. It's just one of those that doesn't grow old. It mentioning TikTok originally irked me. It still irks me a little bit, but that's just because I don't do the TikTok. It's just not for me. And it's just like, how do you make a song age poorly? In 10 years, maybe people will still be using the TikTok. But I just think that it's going to age a little poorly. Just that line. The rest of the song is more than fine. Because let me tell you, the American dream kills me every day. Going on to 14, we have Look Ma No Brains. And this is another one where originally, I didn't get it all that much. But it's grown on me quite a lot. And the thing that really made it start growing on me is I heard it in a Taco Bell commercial. And I was just like, wow, that fits. And that's around the point where I knew this album was going to have a bigger impact than I initially thought it would, and a bigger impact than the past several albums Green Day has released. At 13, we have another Deluxe track, Underdog. This one feels very 21st century Green Day, and I love that album. Obviously, it wouldn't fit on that album, but that's not the point here. It's more simple than a lot of the tracks on the album, but I like that. A lot of the times, simple is better. But what really stuns me is what number 12 is. When this single originally dropped, I really didn't think there could have been any better song from the album. And here we are a year and a half later, and it's number 12, which shocks me. So at number 12, we have Dilemma. And I was so confident this was going to stay number 1, I even filmed a little bit where I performed Dilemma for the number 1 spot. But when it wasn't number 1, that's where most of the confusion came when I originally tried to rank it. I was just so confident and have my confidence just thrown out the window. Just blew me away. But let's jump on. At number 11, we have Strange Days Are Here to Stay. Now this is another one I'll listen to all the time. I love this song. It always fits. Especially while I'm working, I like to listen to this song. It just makes me feel a little better. Just a mood boost. And a lot of the times I need that. I need that when I'm working especially. It's just entering the top 10s now we start that off with Ballyhoo. In a lot of ways, I just think the song's similar to Strange Days, but that's not a bad thing, obviously. But I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this one either. It's just I haven't heard it enough yet to really have a hard opinion on it, you know? So let's just move on to spot number 9. So at number 9, we have Father to a Son. And it really shocks me that to say that's 9. But with the release of this deluxe edition, it's just so many of the deluxe edition tracks were that good that it got pushed down, which did include an alternative version of Father to a Son, the acoustic version, which we'll get to in a little bit. But the fact that it went from my top 3 or 4 to number 9 is just insane to me. But at number 8, we will talk about the other acoustic song, Susie Chapstick. And let me tell you how much I love Susie Chapstick. I mean, it's in my top 3, the other one is. But this is one of those songs where I feel the extra production added so much more to the song. And it just feels like it's missing a little bit. And it's missing what was added. So there's not much more I can say about that. I'll say more about the other Susie Chapstick, the actual release. So let's move on to spot 7. So at number 7, we have Stay Young. Another pretty raw song. And I love emotional music, right? When a song plays with my emotions, that's how you know it's a good song. And this one, I feel like as the years go on, it'll affect me more and more. And just having a vibe that a song will grow on you more and more as it ages and it's already that good. I see maybe 20 years down the line this being my favorite from the album. Do I know that for sure? Absolutely not. I've only heard the song 2-3 times. And my opinion could completely flip and it could drop to the very bottom. I don't know who I'll be in those years. But we spoke of this one briefly earlier. At spot number 6, we have Father to a Son acoustic. And this song deserves to be acoustic, right? It's just more raw. That's all I can really say. It's just more raw, more in the feelings, and it's just there, and I'm there for it. But completely flipping the script on emotional music, at spot number 5 here, we have Fuck Off. And this song is so good. And when I looked at the track list and saw, oh, Fuck Off, wow, very original. And then I listened to it and I was just blown away at how good the song was compared to my original outlook on the song before listening to it. It just feels like a song that should have came out 15 years ago and not in 2025. It makes me smile just thinking about the chorus, you know? It's great. It's just great. And on YouTube, it barely has any listens compared to the other tracks, but I feel like that more has to do with YouTube not liking. I have no idea what it is on other streaming platforms. I don't use streaming platforms for music. All right, number 4. So there's a chance you've never heard number 4. It is the Japanese bonus track Fever. And it feels a lot like the song Hold On Loosely by 38 Special. And I've always loved that song. Mainly, I grew up watching Without a Paddle. It's a good song past that, obviously. I mean, it's their hit. I'm sure they have other good songs, but I don't know any of them. And I'm a little upset I can't get this song, right? Sure, I can listen to it on YouTube, but I want to be able to, own this song. I'm sure I could somehow get a Japanese version of the CD, but that just sounds like too many steps when I already own the album 3 different times. You know, I don't need a 4th one just for one track, although that may change at some point because I really like this song. Obviously, it's at number 4, right? So here at number 3, we have Fancy Sauce, which is just really a mental trip, right? I love that. I love that so much. It just speaks mental illness to me, and I relate. Can you tell? and it's a slow one. And a lot of people hate slow music, especially now. I still have a nice soft spot in my heart for slower music. I listen to anything though, but it's a good break from the rest of the album. But with a 6-spot gap, we have Susie Chapstick, and this is just one of those rare circumstances for me where Raw isn't better, right? The extra production added to this song really improves it. And as someone who enjoys their chapstick, I approve. I approve. Much approval. And we have finally reached number 1. And number 1 that I put on Saviors is Goodnight Adeline. And this is the only song on the album where when it comes on, I'll just like stop what I'm doing, right? It's a song where if I'm pulling into my driveway and it starts, I'm going to sit in my car and finish it because I love the song so much. It's so good. It's so good. And with it being number 1, I really wish I had more to say, but I don't. I just feel like I should have more to say, but it's just good. It's just fantastic. It's just the best song off of Saviors. And if you disagree, put in the comments what you think should have been number 1. Heck, rank the whole album if you want. I would love to know where you put all these tracks, what you agree on, what you would disagree on. Put that in the comments below. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you want more videos like this, like, comment, tell me you want more music rankings. I know my Now and Then video did pretty good a while ago, and I love making the little stop motions. They take a little while, and I have to, get in a good environment for it. But especially making this one, I think I got a good setup now. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.